All right, welcome back to Shaving with Fuzzy. I'm Fuzzy. Hi, y'all, on Christmas Day. So it's Sunday, and it's in the evening, and I worked overnight last night, so I've been dozing on and off today. I got up and did a few things, but anyway, mostly just dozed because I go back into work tonight. But we're going to do our Christmas shave, which, as I had said before, is going to be a signature shave. So we're going to do that today. So we broke out a genuine Williams mug for our Christmas shave coffee, which is going to be really good. Hope everybody had a good Christmas where you are, and that everything was good for you. Really quiet around here. I took the dogs out a couple times a day and all that stuff. And one of the neighbors, really nice lady, uh, left a little doggy bag out front. I noticed that all the dog owners here had a little doggy bag sitting out front, and she gave them some little pigskin rolls and some milk bone dog biscuits and stuff. So the doggies got a little gift today for the neighbors, which I thought was really, really nice. But anyway, that was today. So we've got our boar brush, and we're using the little Eternal boar. I don't know that I call that because I have one, and I still do somewhere. It's in a box that says Eternal, but I think it's just a generic boar brush. There were probably more than one name tagged onto these things. But anyway, it's a small brush, as you can see. I used to call that thing the lather monster. Everybody would laugh at me, but I tell you what, it does the job. We're going to use vintage Williams and treat carbon steel blade. That's what the package looks like right there. So we're going to go ahead and grab one out of here and see what's going on with it. We've got our favorite 1912 and then our vintage Williams in the scuttle. Could have used the scuttle to warm the brush up, but we've all seen how that works, and we've got running hot water here, so we'll just use that. So it's been cold. It's still freezing tonight, but temperatures are starting back up now the next several days. By the midweek, towards the end of the week, we'll be back up in the 70s in the daytime. It doesn't stay cold here usually. That little old cold snap, though, got lucky though. It wasn't a wet. It wasn't an ice storm. I remember over the years ice storms. There was a big one back home when I was in college back in the 90s. I remember that. And just go. There's still you can go through, and there's a pecan orchard out by. It used to drive past going to school, and it just tore that pecan orchard to pieces. I think finally it got back to where you couldn't tell anymore, but it took years and years. But at least we didn't have that, so we didn't, have power lines falling down. They had a tree fall down, kill a power line, and they had a substation fail or something like that over in one of the parishes not far from here. So they had some people that were cold with that. Felt bad for them. I was lucky, and we didn't lose power here, and I was able to keep the apartment good and warm when I was here, and warm enough for the puppies when I wasn't here. Puppies, I call them. They're dogs. They're not puppies. Got the Aquavelva ready to go, of course. So the other day, I'm walking around. Where was I? Jeez. It's going to be Walmart. Yes, I had stopped almost completely shopping at Walmart for a while. But when you're working with a budget, a limited budget, you gravitate back to Walmart at times. So anyway, I go through and pick up a few things at Walmart now. I still don't shop like I used to there. I prefer to go other places. But anyway, I was going through Walmart, and I came across a box of hand sanitizing wipes. And they've got the Williams brand name on them. I'll show you in just a minute. They got the Williams brand name on them. And so I wonder if that's the same Williams as our Williams Wednesday soap here. I'm going to find out it is because it said it's America's original soap company founded in 1840. And they're on clearance. They're putting them out. Everybody went crazy buying those kind of products for a while with that crazy Kung Flu, which I know still around. I get you. But anyway, we won't get back on that subject because that causes a bunch of that causes when you start talking about things like that. It just I should start a podcast or something, ramblings with Fuzzy. And just, but anyway, we're not going to do that on shaving with Fuzzy. But anyway, people were going crazy buying that kind of stuff, and then it slowed down some. I still work with people and see people every day that are still wearing masks everywhere they go and things like that. If you want to do that, that's great. Just please don't ask me to. All righty. Get a little of this here vintage Williams going. These fell off the brush, but I think we'll still have plenty. This little old brush, as you'll see, works just fine. I've said it before. I've used little brushes. I use big brushes. You can get the job done with one of these little brushes. And most of the vintage brushes I've seen were not really big brushes. They make some really big ones these days, especially some of those synthetic brushes. Jeez Louise. Those things. And of course, we've got the one big Maggard mix. Badger, and it's I forget how big it is, but it's big. All right. Well, I didn't shave yesterday before I went to work. I was working overnight. Nobody there. I was working in the surveillance room, back away from everybody. So I cheated. Probably nobody even noticed. I guess that's one advantage of having a light colored, now that I'm going gray and got a lot of gray in my beard and everything. It doesn't show as much as it would if I was, had the big, thick Italian. But anyway, the Williams hand sanitizer wipes. There they are. And this box has got, I don't know, what is it, 12 wipes or something like that? 10. But it says right here, it says Williams Hand Sanitizer Wipe, America's original soap company, established 1840. So there you go, another Williams product that's floating around. Oh yeah, boy, brand new carbon steel blade is always wonderful. So like I said, basically didn't do anything for Christmas. I'm not a huge Christmas type anyway. Of course, for everybody, when you're kids, Luna thinks somebody's invading the castle. They're not. They're not. But, when you're kids or when you have kids, Christmas is one thing. But we all kind of forget sight of what it's all about. But anyway, I prefer Thanksgiving. All right. Well, as always, with a brand new blade and a 1912 and some vintage Williams, that first pass is just spectacular. It just really is. You already got everything all knocked down. I could do my little cleanup pass. I could even pass without doing the cleanup pass. I bet you no one would notice. Usually no one's going to notice you shave anyway unless they walk up and touch your face. And of course we don't allow that. Not more than once anyway. I'm not one of these people that are super hyper overprotective of my personal space, the ones that really freak out on anybody, but I tend to keep people away from me, especially professionally. I don't want people up close to me. So if someone's getting close enough in, going to reach out and touch your face to see how your shave is, I better get a kiss out of it. Or at least. All right. My sister was also working last night. Be back working tonight. Merry Christmas, sis, again. My sister crochets. And she was working on her work. She's got apparently a project she keeps at work and one that she does at home. And she was showing me some pictures last night. Beautiful work. Takes after our mom. Before her arthritis kicked in, my mom used to crochet all the time. And, boy, she made some beautiful stuff. I've got one of her Afghans. I've got one that my sister made me. I've got a big Afghan that was knitted by an aunt of mine back when I was a younger man. I've had that thing since I had to have gotten it in the early 90s. Seems like somewhere around there. And y'all hear me say, hey to Miss Susie occasionally. I've got some crocheting Miss Susie did that Dad gave me. I don't know if you know that or not, Miss Susie. But I have thought. But I sure do. I use those things too. I like them. I like a hand crocheted, Afghan or a throw or whatever it is, whatever size it is. I've got one that I rescued that somebody was throwing out. It's a bunch of big bright colors, and it's a good size. It's a throw, but it's a good size to go over the back of my chair. I got that. That is some good coffee. But anyway, that's about what's going on in my world. Well, hello, Hash Brown. You want to go out for a walk? I know what he wants. And we will here in just a minute. We'll get bundled up. Go out for a walk. It's not as cold as it has been. It's still cold enough to bundle up. And it'll get down in the low 30s tonight. I think it's actually going to hit freezing before it's over with. I still don't use metric stuff, so we use Fahrenheit. So it'll be down in the very low 30s, but by the time the sun starts up tomorrow, it won't be long after the sun gets up that it'll warm up, be up a little warmer tomorrow, and then the next day it'll be warmer and everything like that. So this might be our last freezing night for a while. I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, nice little low-key, but nice little low-key stuff. I had a cousin that had some really hard, bad stuff happen right before Christmas. Been thinking about him and his family. Hope they're doing okay. But yep, so there we go. There is our signature shave for Christmas 2022. Looking forward to 2023. So that's how you get older. One day at a time. Used that line the other day. Fella asked me, well, how'd you make it to 53? One day at a time, my friend. One day at a time. That's like the old saying, how do you eat an elephant? You know how you eat an elephant? You do it one bite at a time. Alrighty, there we go. Well, I hope everything, like I said, is good where you are. And that you're ready for the new year and Christmas was good. If you don't celebrate Christmas, happy whatever it is you celebrate. I'm not a happy holidays type. I'm not a, that kind of stuff. I'm a Merry Christmas type. So, Merry Christmas to you. And whatever it is you do, more power to you. Y'all have a good evening. I'm fixing to get the dogs out, and then it'll be time to start getting working towards going to work. Getting everything clean, finished cleaning up, taking my shower, and do that stuff for work. Yep, that time of night again. What I usually do is go ahead and do all that, and then before I leave, I take the dogs out. That way I'm late as possible taking them out, because they're going to be home. I feel bad for them sometimes, but they're going to be home. This is a 15-hour shift tonight. I'm doing a double. And so they're going to be home a while. Anyway, they'll be okay. They will definitely be okay. Oh, that coffee's good. Whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, Merry Christmas again, and happy shades to you.